Welcome back to Mr. Graham Homework Help. You get homework help. Blah, blah, blah. I forgot 7 and 8. I forgot 7 and 8. Don't worry, the video's still here. I just forgot to do it in the first one. I'm going to do it right now. Here we go. Miss Suarez sold pies for a fundraiser. She sold 3 5/6 pies the first day and 1 3/6 pies the second day. How many pies did she sell in all? Okie dokie, artichoke. So the first thing we want to do is add the whole numbers. That's the easy part. 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. Hey, that wasn't so bad, was it? Now you've got to add the fraction part. 5/6 plus 3/6. I recommend doing it with a picture, and you'll see why. If you just listen to me, you'll see why. First, you need to create the fraction model for each fraction. And it says that they have a 6 in the denominator. So that means right away create 2 models that both have room for 6 pieces. No problem. That's what we just did. See? 3 on top, 3 on bottom, that's 6. Then go ahead and shade in how much for 1. 3, 4, 5. That's for the 5/6. And then shade in for the other one. 1, 2, 3. See? 3/6. Now, what I want you to do is think about filling in the blank spaces on the left. So I can take this one, this guy right here, and I can transfer him over there. Can't I? And why do I do that? I do that because what I've done with this fraction is I've made it a whole fraction. I've made it one whole. So that becomes one whole because it's full, right? And then all you have to think about is what's left over. What is left over? 2. 2 what? 2 out of how many spaces? 2 out of 6. Okay? That's step 2. Step 1 was adding the whole numbers. Step 2 was filling in the fraction and figuring out how much is left over. And now step 3 is putting these 2 things together. And that's easy. That's easy. Because 4 plus 1 is going to be 5. And then what do we do with the 2/6? You just let it stick around. So the final answer is 5 2/6. The reason we do this picture thing first is because I don't want you to do 3 plus 1 is 4, and then 5/6 plus 3/6 is 8/6. And then you have 4 8/6. That's weird because the top number in that fraction, the numerator, is bigger than the bottom number, the denominator. That's weird. So you don't want that to happen. So instead, you do the 3-step process. The whole numbers first. Then you work with the fractions in picture form, in model form. You talk about filling it in. You realize what your leftover is. And then you take that and you add it to that 4 that we got in the beginning. And we'll get 5 2/6, which is just a perfect answer. Beth went on vacation for 4.5 days in June and 8.5 days in July. How many days was Beth on vacation altogether? All right, so now once we finish this, a lot of homework tonight, huh? Once we finish this, we're finally done. So no more second, third videos. This will be the end. So you take 4.5 and you take 8.5 and you add them together. So what's 4 plus 8? That's step 1, the whole number. 4 plus 8 is 12. Then you've got step 2, the fraction. So what fraction do we have here? We have 1/2. The denominator means we need like a box. The denominator, the bottom number, with 2 pieces. So let's make a box with 2 pieces for each fraction. The numerator means we need a box with 1 little piece filled in. So 1 piece filled in, and over here, oh, same thing. 1 piece filled in. Now, if you remember what I did a second ago, my goal is to take pieces from here and fill it in over there. So I'm going to steal this piece and put it over there. That's going to give me 1 hole. Yay! And how much is left over here? Whoa, 0. There's 0 left over here. So if that happens, you know, that's the same as 0 out of 2. And it's 0. So just ignore it. Just say goodbye to it. So all we have left is a 12 and a 1. 12 plus 1 is 13. And that's a fantastic final answer. 4.5 plus 8.5 is 13. And the reason using these boxes is cool is because if you don't use the boxes, you might do 4 plus 8 is 12. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 halves. And you'll get 12 and 2 halves. But you don't want 12 and 2 halves. Because that 2 and a 2 is a 1 whole. And then you might think, oh, what do? I just put a 12 and then I put a 1 whole next to it? No. 12 and 1 whole, that's 13 when you put it all together. So the answer is 13. But hey, if you can do these problems, you're in a good spot. You're in the best spot. You really get it, that means. Alright, now we're done for the day. Oh my goodness, 3 videos of math homework. Sorry, but I had to go a little bit tough on you because guess what's coming up? Winter break. Winter break and then you're free. Hooray! Alright, now I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, guys. Sorry for all the videos. Bye.